Thanks for being there for me when I need you. You always do an awesome job of being a mom. If you were a flower and there were a million more, I'd pick you because you stand out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we're on to part 2 of a 3-part Mother's Day lesson series. Now in part 1, I showed you the teaching portion where I took you through a chart which you can download from my website. Now in part 2, I'm going to show you how to inspire your students to write a meaningful Mother's Day letter. Now it is for older kids, for 9 to possibly even 16-year-olds. And in part 3, I'm going to show you a much simpler thing that you can do with younger children. Anyway, let's jump into part 2. So we've just gone through the chart with the kids, and I talk about them encouraging their mom with kind words. And what I do is I share from my own personal story that I really enjoy getting presents for Mother's Day. I enjoy getting fluffy slippers and a new coffee mug and perfume and a little bit of jewelry and things like that. But you know what I like more than presents is I love all the beautiful cards and things that my kids make for me. And I've actually got 2 drawers full. I'm on to my 3rd drawer. And so I bring these in and show the kids some of the cards, and I actually read to them some of the things that my kids have written to me, just to give them a little idea of some of the nice things that they've said. And the other thing that I do too is I also have some letters from previous students that they have written to their moms that I can read some of them. And I get them to start thinking about what is it about their mom that makes her special and makes them feel loved and that they love about their mom. And so I tell them, we're going to write a letter to your mom that's from you that she's going to open on Mother's Day, and it's going to make her heart sing. And so I get them to write a draft letter on some paper. And then once they finish writing their draft letter, I'm going to give them a nice piece of stationery, and they're going to write it out in their best handwriting and put it in an envelope, and then they're going to take it home and put it in a special place until Mother's Day morning, where they're going to bring it out and give it to their mom when they're maybe giving her breakfast in bed or making her a cup of tea, or maybe they can get a flower from the garden and they can give their letter to their mom. And then after Mother's Day, I'm going to ask you what your mom said about your letter. And sure enough, every single time, the kids have story after story about how their mom cried when they read their letter. And I thought, that's exactly right. Your mom was so touched by the kind words that you wrote to her. And it'll be a letter that she'll keep for life. And that's what's so special about using kind words to cheer someone up, to make them feel strong. And so that becomes the activity to go with the lesson. For this letter activity, you'll need some supplies like writing paper, or you could take a journal like this and you can actually pull it apart into individual sheets, and it has lines on it, which makes it a lot easier for kids to be able to write their letter. I also buy some envelopes. Kids love having some sort of sticker. And then I buy some of these lunch bags because once the kids finish their letter, I like them to slip it into the bag so it can be kept a secret, so Mom won't see it when she comes to get them from Kids Church. But it also keeps it nice and clean if the kids have to put it in their backpack, and keep it safe until Mother's Day morning. So that's all you need to buy for this letter activity. Now I tend to do this a couple of weeks before Mother's Day, just in case I run out of time, because it does take time to craft a letter. So I give myself at least an hour for this lesson altogether. So if you don't have an hour, you might need to break this up. Start one week and then the next week continue on. But it really is significant because some of the things that the kids write is just so beautiful. Let me just read some of these letters that kids have written. Dear Mom, thank you for getting me things and working day and night, in rain or shine. Thank you for always being there for me all the time, for supporting me in whatever I do. Thank you for always working and make sure we are healthy, and thank you for all the time and effort you've put into our family. And thank you for always loving me. I love you. Dear Mom, I love you very much. You are so giving, always thinking of me and supporting everything that I do. You're the best mom a child could ever have. You're lovely, funny, always cheer me up when I'm sad. You always make my heart smile when I look at you. Isn't that lovely? Here's another one. Dear Mom, thank you for being you. I love you so much. I think you're a very special person, and I'm so glad you are my mother. I think you are beautiful on the inside and out. I know that things are tough right now, but I just wanted to say you are still being a great mom. Happy Mother's Day. I love you heaps. Now that is a special letter because it was written by a student whose mother had terminal cancer. And this was a very special letter that he was able to write and give to his mom on Mother's Day. Okay, here's another one. Okay, dear Mom, happy Mother's Day. I love you so much and you mean so much to me. Thanks so much for being there for me when I need you. You always do an awesome job of being a mom. If you were a flower and there were a million more, I'd pick you because you stand out. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, there's so many good letters that come out of this, and these are letters that I know moms will keep to the rest of their lives. So there's an idea for Mother's Day when you have a bit more time in your lesson and the kids are a little bit older. Now, if you like this idea, give it a thumbs up, share it on with a friend. Now, if you don't have much time in your lesson and you'd like to do something simpler, in part 3, I'm going to show you a very, very simple card activity that you can do for your Mother's Day lesson. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you're subscribed so you'll be notified when part 3 goes up. See ya! Here's one from one of my kids. To Mom. My mom is the best in the world. She cooks dinner, watches me run, told me about God. She takes me to McDonald's and fish and chips, but most of all, she looks after us and loves us. I love you, Mom.